So we've been talking about text structure and how different texts are arranged, and we're going to be looking at our third one today. I did want to go ahead and tell you there are 6 kinds that we're going to be looking at throughout this unit, and these are not in any kind of order because I'm doing them totally out of this order. We have chronological, which we haven't talked about yet, cause and effect, which we have, compare and contrast, which we have. We'll get to problem and solution this week and sequence and process this week. And today we're going to talk about spatial, not special, but spatial and descriptive. So let's give a quick review really quick. I want it to be fast. A review of what we've talked about this week already. So let me figure this out here. And I disappeared. Let me move myself over. All right. So we've done cause and effect, where we've talked about an action and its result. We've talked about how to figure out which one is the cause and which one is the effect. Here's your example. Students didn't learn the material. And because, that's the cause, students didn't learn the material, the effect was they performed poorly on their test. That's not you guys, of course. We're not going to confuse when we get to chronological, and we've talked about chronological before, having things in order of time. When it's cause and effect, what you're reading probably doesn't have much of a time progression, meaning time doesn't really change. It doesn't really have a beginning, a middle, and an end when we're talking about cause and effect. We're talking about one event and what the effect it had on the next event or the event that it caused. Then we talked about compare and contrast. Oh, we might have done that the other way around. We talked about how 2 things are similar. That's how we compare them. And we talked about how 2 things can be different. That's when we contrasted them. And to show that, we did a Venn diagram or a double bubble where we were able to list their similarities and their differences. So we did apples and bananas last time. Let's look at, or oranges and bananas, excuse me. Now we're going to look at apples and oranges. So here's how they're like. They're both fruits. They both have skin. Here's how they're different. You don't eat orange skins, but you can eat, and most people do eat apple skins. And oranges have way more juice. It takes way more apples to make a cup of apple juice than it does oranges to make a cup of orange juice. Today we're going to be talking about descriptive writing, and some people call this spatial. Spatial has to do with the space, just like racial has to do with people's race. Spatial has to do with the space. When we do descriptive writing, we're really not talking about time passing in those passages either. It's not about telling a story that this happened, then this happened, then this happened. Descriptive writing is to describe what something looks like, how it works, what it sounds like, what it feels like. You're using all of your senses to create that descriptive writing. You can often describe something in reference to where it is in a room or where it is in relation to something else. Basically, what we're talking about is you're describing what something looks like. Let's look at an example, not of some writing, but in some planning for some writing here. This person was going to describe their bedroom. I don't know why it took the graphic and took the M to the next line. That really is driving me crazy, and I can't seem to change it now. Sorry. But this person was describing their bedroom. And so we're talking about just being descriptive. We're not telling a story of how they get up and get ready for the day. We are talking about describing their bedroom. So they began by saying, well, there are 2 windows on the west wall. Okay. And there's a television across from the bed. And the bed is in the middle of the room. Maybe the bed is in the middle of those 2 windows. And there's a closet by the TV. Okay. Does that help you kind of picture the room? It does help me, but here's what I'm missing. Color. I have no idea what colors are in this room. According to this, maybe the only furniture in the room is a bed and then the TV. I'm assuming then that the TV is on the wall. I'm having to make some assumptions. Obviously, this isn't a complete description of the bedroom, but it's a good start. Your assignment today is going to be a little bit different than what we've been doing. I'm not giving you a like passages to read. There's not like a worksheety kind of thing that you can do. But what I want you to do is to create a diagram much like this. Choose a room in your house. It can be your bedroom, it can be a bathroom, it could be a kitchen. A bathroom might be a little strange, but that's okay. But I want you to describe that. So you're going to draw a circle. In the middle of the circle, you're going to put that room. Just like they've written bedroom, try to get all your letters on one line. Thanks. You're going to write it, so you'll have time, you'll have space. Here's a hint. Excuse me. Write the word first and then draw the circle around it. And then you're going to put tons of those lines out from that circle and tell me what the room looks like. Make sure you include colors. Make sure you include textures. So I want to know if there's a soft blanket or some of you guys have furry blankets. You guys, whatever, I have a furry blanket. Some of you have sequin blankets. I might have one of those too. Um, tell me what I'm seeing. Do I need to know every single thing that's in your bedroom? Nope, I don't. First of all, that's a little personal and a little invasive. I want to talk about your room. You do not have to open every single drawer or every closet that you have and tell me what's in there, but it would be nice to know, oh, there's a dresser there, or oh, there's a chest of drawers there. In the past, when we have done this, I have then taken your description and given it to another student and had them draw what they think your room looks like. It's a little more difficult when we have some remote learners and I can't exchange papers and those kinds of things. We'll do something with it. I'm still working on what that's going to look like. So if you would, please get a piece of paper in the center, write the name of the room you're going to describe. I want at least 10 lines out from the circle, 10 things that describe your room. Can you have more? Absolutely. Can you have less? Not, and make a 100. This is one of those assignments that if you do it and it's done correctly, it's an easy 100. Okay. Let's notice really quickly here. On the lines out from the bedroom, are those complete sentences? Nope. I don't need complete sentences. That's not what this is. I simply want things that describe that room. Walls are yellow. On the floor, is there carpet? Is it hardwood? If there's carpet, what color is the carpet? Is it hardwood with an area rug? Like, what color is the area rug? Does it have a pattern on it? What kind of lighting is in the room? What's the furniture in the room? What color is the furniture in the room? What colors do you have on your bed? Like, do you have a blanket? Do you have a comforter? What am I going to see there? Do you have a table beside your bed? If you're doing your bedroom. Kitchens are tricky. There's a whole lot of stuff in there. But would give you a whole lot to describe. I don't care what room you choose. Choose a room, name the room. Don't name it Fred, name it bedroom, kitchen, living room, whatever. And 10 describing facts about that room. That is your assignment today. I will send you a Google slide to upload the picture on, just like you did for the art project, and then you will submit that for your work today. Okay? When you're writing, make it clear enough that I'm able to read it. When you take the picture must be clear enough for me to be able to read it. If you take the picture and it's blurry, take another picture. If you take the picture and the angle is wrong and I can't see the words, take another picture. If you are struggling to get a correct picture, ask for help. You hold the paper where you think it's going to be a good picture and have someone else click the button. You saw how important it was in our art gallery to have a good picture. Some of you had great illustrated idioms and we couldn't see them. Some of you had hilarious onomatopoeia art or really creative onomatopoeia art. We couldn't tell what they were. And that's heartbreaking when you put that kind of work into it. So if I can't read this, I will have to send it back to you and ask you to do it again. So save us all the trouble and please take the picture and make sure that it is a clear picture that can be read before you submit it. Thanks.